Hello, I'm Cassie Verano, and welcome to an episode of Cassie After Dark. Tonight, I will be reading an excerpt from the second book in the Insatiable Temptation series, Reckless. Reckless is the story of Keva and Bolt and how they find their way to one another when neither of them are looking for love. Keva has escaped a relationship that was abusive, that was detrimental to her health, both mentally and physically, and to her life. And she finds herself working in a bar thanks to a friend of hers, Jewel, who introduces her to the owners. And she gets this job, and she's looking at this as her way out from the life that she has escaped. And then you have Bolt. He is one in a band of four brothers who are brothers by choice. They all met in a military academy when they were kids, and they have built this lifelong friendship and business collaboration, and so on and so forth. Bolt is a playboy. He loves women and he loves the environment that he works in because it affords him an opportunity to meet all kinds of women. However, there is a policy in place where there should be no fraternization, but you will soon find that the brothers don't really listen to this policy too well. So come on in and join me as I dive into an episode from Reckless. And this is from chapter 9. I think this might be some people's favorite episode or one of their favorites. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sorry. I'd fallen asleep in my office and woke up when I heard a noise. I forgot that you were here. With that fancy security system that you have in this place, I know that you didn't think anyone had broken in. No, actually, I thought it might be an animal or something. You have animals here. I've had a crocodile or two visit me in the past. Nothing lately, though, Bolt says with a glint in his eyes and a tilt of his lips that makes me unsure if he's teasing me or not. Did I cause you to feel uncomfortable staying in your bedroom? I ask, suddenly aware of the fact that I'm wearing no panties or bra underneath this t-shirt. It's thick and good quality material, but I still feel my nipples poking through the cotton. I feel myself growing heated between my thighs as Bolt stares at me, and I feel the alarm bells going off inside of my head when he stalks towards me. I should back up or run, but I don't. I remain rooted in this spot, unable to do anything but let him tilt my head back. Just so you know, I wasn't going to apologize for that kiss earlier. You weren't? No. I was going to give you every reason why we should let it happen, Bolt says, and presses his lips against mine. His lips are cool and soft, and the next thing that I know, my mouth is opening for him. His tongue is rich with the complex flavors of spice, vanilla, and sweet caramel, like that of rum. I'm tired of fighting what's been brewing between us since the day that I bumped into him 2 months ago. I'm tired of pretending that I'm not attracted to him and that I don't want him as clearly as he wants me. I'm tired of putting up walls to protect myself because of the damage that Jansen did to me, damage that I allowed to happen to me by not leaving sooner. And I'm tired of denying my physical wants and needs as a woman. Bolt deepens the kiss, and a spark of arousal shoots throughout my body, causing me to buckle slightly as a whimper rises within me. Shh, Bolt says, pulling back from the kiss only long enough to pepper my lips with sweet, gentle brushes of his lips, and then rain them down on my face. Bolt, I breathe heavily. Please don't try to talk sense into me right now, Keva. The only thing that makes sense is you and me right now in this space, he says as he drags his hand underneath my t-shirt. Large flexible fingers stroke over my ass and knee before they slide up, caressing my back, drawing around to cup my breasts, and pinch my nipples before landing on my hips. The slight squeeze he gives me is all the communication that I need to jump. He catches me, and my legs wrap gracefully around his back. Yes, he groans, covering my lips again. Bolt sits me on the large counter and steps between my legs. I can feel every nerve in my body coming alive with his touch as he removes the t-shirt from my body and tosses it onto the floor. My nipples ache with unbridled need and the desire to feel his hot mouth on them. But he forces me to be patient, touching where I want him to taste and tasting where I want him to touch. His hot tongue rolls across my shoulders and over my neck, punctuated by gentle kisses and sucks. The groans of satisfaction that roll from his lips only serve to make me hotter and hornier. His thumbs roll across my nipples as he pushes me back onto the counter. My legs dangle splayed on either side of him. "You're so beautiful," he says in a gruff voice. It sounds as if he's pissed to discover just how beautiful I am. Bolt's warm breath creates tingles along my spine as he drags his lips and tongue down the center of my body and never once tastes my nipples. I reach up to cup my breasts and toy with my nipples, but he grabs my hands and, in a caveman like voice, protests, "Mine." "Then treat them as such," I say, earning a glower for my efforts. This time he's rough with how he handles them, twisting, pulling, and pinching my nipples to gain the maximum amount of pain possible. And when those techniques don't result in a whimper, he finally tortures me with his hot mouth, not to suck them and put me out of my misery, but simply to bite and tug. "Bolt, please." "Please what, Keva?" He grunts around my nipple. "Please taste me. Please, please me," I beg. I watch as he sucks my entire breath into his mouth as he watches me for a reaction, and I give him one as my eyelids drift closed and my mouth opens wide with a guttural moan. My hands grip the edge of the counter as I lift my ass just a little. "So wet," he says around my breast as his finger slicks across my slit. I spread my legs wider, welcoming the two fingers he graces me with after he slides them across my pussy lips and plunges them deep inside of me. "Bolt," I cry out. Slowly he trails kisses between my cleavage and rests on my other breast, bringing me the same sweet pain and delicious delirium that he gave me with the other one. Pushing me down onto the counter until I'm resting on my back, Bolt continues sucking my breast while plunging a third and then a fourth finger inside of me. My back arches up from the counter, but he presses me back down with his free hand. His stormy gaze pins me in place and penetrates my soul as though he can see every thought that I'm thinking and every emotion that I'm feeling. "I need more," I think to myself. And as if he can read those thoughts, he moves his head down lower. I bask in the sweet pleasure of his bristly, coarse beard and mustache over the planes of my stomach and against my thighs. Slowly, he pulls his fingers free from my lower lips and slips them into his mouth. Then he plunges them in me again before scissoring me. "I'm gonna come, Bolt," I cry out. He pulls his fingers free again and then holds them up to my mouth. "Open," he says. When I shake my head, he thunders, "Open and taste." Why shouldn't I? I want him to do it. Why can't I taste myself? When I do, I feel like another deeper sexual being just awakened inside of me. I've never tasted myself before, and somehow it unlocks something fiery. I want to do everything that Bolt wants me to do. I want him to do everything to my body and my mind that no one else has ever before. I want him to do the things to me that Jansen and any past lover has never dared. His fingers stroke over the slick hairs on my pubic area, and he leans down and licks my hair while watching me. "Lower," I plead, and he winks. I hope you enjoyed that excerpt of Reckless.